as part of being or building MTSS systems in your school, it's important to have data teams that look at data in a particular way and examine your systems in a particular way. So you can see here too, the main two are that you have a leadership team and that you have PLCs. And your PLCs, professional learning communities, are really if you're in elementary school, that's usually your grade level. If you're an intermediate, or middle, that's your team. High school, that might be your department. Any people that you sit down with on a regular basis are PLCs. So it's important that these teams meet at least once a month. And I'm not going to read the bulleted lists here. But basically, your leadership team are problem solving and looking at data that relate to your current systems. What's going on with current academic, behavior, and risk systems? And there needs to be communication between the leadership and PLCs that each month are looking at one of those systems as well, looking at current data and problem solving it in a way that just really brings about discussion about what's going on with instruction and what do we need. You also have established SIT teams, which are elected members that change often, but meet regularly to look at what are we working on for school improvement. That's the name, School Improvement Team. So that team should approve the school improvement plan and each month be looking at the work involved in school improvement and helping to make that work happen to build into your systems. And your leadership team should be looking at current systems and current data and problem solving it for what's going on in your systems right now. And some teams have PBIS teams, and those teams could be an extension of your leadership that really just look at consistent problem solving, instruction, and monitoring for instruction in behavior and behavior supports. So data teams just have different roles that they play and how they look at data and how it drives building systems of instruction in your school. We recommend that you do monthly problem solving in those teams. So your leadership team and your PLCs meet monthly and will receive support from the district level each month to look at one particular aspect of your system. So right now it's October. So in August, we looked at support for examining risk systems. In September, we looked at academic systems. And in October, we're going to look at behavior systems. And then in November, we'll continue that cycle with risk systems. Then in December, academic systems, and so on. So that you're not trying to look at everything all at once, but you're looking at some pieces of that puzzle in an observable way to problem solve it, to work on what's going on now, how's that going, where do we need to troubleshoot. That's your leadership team. And then what are we trying to build with our systems and improve? That would be your SIT. And then your PLC should have communication from each of those leadership teams for how that applies to their monthly instruction and support that they need to teach their students. Each team has a designed agenda that is created to help guide purposeful discussions once a month, depending on what area of support you're looking at. So the leadership team, the PLCs, those are very similar agendas for looking at data and having purposeful discussions about instruction. There's a PBIS agenda that gives suggestion for what to address in that meeting, and the school improvement team agenda is designed to help that team focus on what are our indicators and action steps for school improvement and what's happening with that work.